We are now joined by Jackie Evola. She is the DECA Advisor at West Bloomfield High School. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, Jackie.
Hi.
Jackie, you are starting your 6th year serving as a DECA Advisor. Can you give us some insight into what your role as the advisor looks like?
Yes, in the beginning of the year, we try really hard to promote students. Any business student at West Bloomfield High School, so that involves marketing classes, entrepreneurship classes, accounting classes, AP macro and microeconomics. All of those classes, students can join DECA, and we embed the program inside of our classroom curriculum.
Jackie, can you give us a little bit of insight into how you got involved with DECA and how you involve your students' work all year to prepare for the State Career Development Conference in March?
Yeah, we have a combination of students that do role plays, which is stand and deliver and solve a problem within 10 minutes, and they have to present their solutions to a judge. And those students actually go through a district conference, so regional conference, and they then advance to states. Any people or any students that we have writing 20-page papers, those students go directly to states. And they team up with businesses and try to write a plan of improvement. And there's a different topic every year. The topic this year was how do businesses survive and keep their employees during the pandemic? How did they keep them motivated? How did they keep them safe, et cetera? And where do businesses go from here, especially with this labor shortage?
Jackie, those topics obviously very applicable to the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Do you see that these students are more apt to prepare for these types of topics and are really ingrained into their DECA preparation as they go into districts, as they prepare for the state conference with those really current issues of the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic and work labor?
We do research with the students, and it depends on if they're teaming with a restaurant or if they're teaming with maybe a financial institution. So we try to adjust to the business that they're teaming with. And most importantly, they do primary data. They always do surveys of the current employees. And we try to develop those surveys so that they can come up with some solid recommendations for the business in the end.
With this preparation going into the districts and the state conference, what types of skills, Jackie, do you work specifically with students to make sure that they can succeed in these different types of conferences throughout the year?
Well, it's not just obviously the paper writing is important, but it's making the paper appealing. So in embedding Canvas, embedding different types of ways to display information rather than just a text base. So a lot of it is technical writing and displaying that technical writing. And then when they get into their presentation phase, we want to make sure that the presentation tries to include the judges a little bit so that it's interactive, and that there's also that technology piece, whether it's a video, whether it's an application that the kids have created. So some technology, and that tries to, those added items will hopefully beat out their competition.
With those presentations that the students give to the judges, do you give them any specific advice when you are looking at public speaking or those technological problems that they might have when they go up against the judges?
Yeah, I mean, most of all, we try to get our students to be relaxed and look like they're having fun. So from the get-go, we try to have the students team with a business that they're interested in, and a lot of times it might even be the business that they're working at. And so I just feel like it's really important that that the kids have fun, they smile, they have a passionate take to it. Without just regurgitating information. So that's what we really try to coach them on, ways that inside the presentation, they can maybe tell a personal story, they can relate it to what's happening currently in the economy or in the industry. So to set themselves apart, we really want them to try to have fun and be relatable.
As we wrap up, Jackie, is there anything else that you wanted to share about the students that you work with or your position as the DECA Advisor there at West Bloomfield High School?
Well, really, as in any high school, in any DECA program, we've had a real challenge the last couple of years, and I just want to say how proud I am of our students and the other women that that's on our team. We have 4 teachers here on our team, and we work really hard to make sure that the kids have this experience, because it's a stand and deliver to actual business people, and they just don't get that opportunity. And I just want to say how proud I am of the 54 kids that we took to regionals this year, and more than half of them made it to the state conference. And so doing this, in this pandemic last year and this year, I really appreciate the kids, going the extra mile and participating.
Well, thank you so much for taking time out of your morning and joining us this morning, Jackie.
Thank you.